Let me just apologize for the audio one time. I know it's not gonna be great. But I'm by Sumida River in Sumida Park. Um, it's in Tokyo. Um, it's close to. I always butcher these names. I'm sorry. Um, I'm not even gonna try. But I'm in Tokyo somewhere. Uh, it's a nice city. It's my first time in Japan, but I think this journey is teaching me a lot about what I'm capable of. The more I travel, the more places I see, the more like flights I book, the less fearful I am of doing things that are scary and difficult. I'm terrified of planes. Um, if you know me, you know I hate to fly. But after that 14-hour flight, 14 and a half hours from New York City to Tokyo, I don't know if I'm scared to fly as much as I used to be in the past. Uh, like there's so much I had to get over being a solo traveler like I am right now. And it was difficult. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie. Getting into Japan was slightly tricky. First of all, Barbadians have a visa-free access to Japan. But the issue that I had was that I was going to Thailand first, but I needed a visa to get into Thailand. So I had to stop or reroute my flight. And I chose to stop. And that made immigration kind of nervous because it's like, oh, what are you doing here? So yeah, I had to like get interrogated for like 30 minutes just to get inside of Japan. But it was worth it, you know. I had my forwarding ticket, I booked my accommodations. You know, there was nothing suspicious about me, so they just let me in after like 30 minutes interrogation. But it was nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. But I've been through so much over the past few weeks. Dealing with immigration really didn't. It was a little bit nerve-wracking, but it wasn't as bad as my previous experiences over the past few weeks. Now I have this capacity for things that I never knew I had. Uh, I have a strength that I never knew I had, and I'm looking forward to where life takes me now. There are kids behind me on a school tour. It's adorable. But yeah, taking risks and doing the difficult things makes you more resilient and it makes doing difficult things a lot easier. But you don't really know unless you do it. Like you don't really know how resilient you are unless you put yourself in the fire. I'm not in the fire by choice. Um, the universe forced my hand. It wanted me to take this journey. As cliche as that sounds, it really did need me to make a change, to go into transformation mode, to find myself, discover who I am in this world. It forced my hand because I was too complacent with my life. And every day is a challenge. Every day I wake up scared and alone. But it's building something in me, something magical, something more, as I said, resilient. I'm looking forward to who I become after this journey. It's not going to be an easy journey. I'm not going to lie to you and say it will be. It will be very challenging. I'm going to have to face things that I'm very scared of, being in new places that I don't know. I don't understand the language here. I navigating is a challenge. Thank God for Google Maps, but it's like it's a very scary experience. I don't know anyone here. Well, I do know someone here, but I haven't contacted her from school, and I don't even think she's in Tokyo. But no matter what happens, I'm gonna be okay. I have this thing where I'm someone who's prone to panic attacks, right? And when you're in a panic attack, your amygdala is sending all of these signals that, you're in danger, you're in danger, you're in danger. You gotta like save yourself or something. But then I had this small like realization that the fear of death is worse than death. If you die, it's the most peaceful thing ever. It's the fear that really hurts you. It's the fear that causes us the most pain. And that's what suffering is. You might stump your toe, or you might get a bruise or a cut. I fell once when I was skating, I busted my chin and there was blood gushing out. But you know what? That pain, it was fine. It's the fear that stifles you, that makes you seize up and makes you anxious, and it really does wreck your nervous system. And the thing most of us have to really battle with on a day-to-day like basis is just our nervous system. Our nervous system dictates how we experience this world. And if we let it control us, and if we can't sit with that fear, we can't grow. We can't grow as people, as individuals. We'll be stuck. And our nervous system has been wired from the time we were children by our environment. I still carry the same people who treated me poorly as a child with me in my heart, in my nervous system. And I'm afraid to interact with other human beings because of that. I still carry that trauma. So my journey right now is just a battle between the father and the boy. The boy being that scared little boy who's abandoned by his mother, who was raised by someone who was emotionally abrasive and technically abusive in certain ways. That boy who is scared of the world. And then there's the father. That version of me that wants to take care of myself and other people. That compassionate soul that says it's all right to be afraid. It's all right to do hard things. It's okay to have pain and to acknowledge that I don't place that burden on other people and to just accept them for who they are. This journey is a healing one, but it's also a one of becoming a healer myself. Only by going through these things do I learn how resilient I am and how to share that level of resilience with other people. How to calm the nervous system of other people, not only my own, but hopefully someone who sits in front of me or next to me. They say the universe rejoices when we awaken. And that's true. You give off of energy. And given that everything around us is conscious, that energy you give off, everything feels it. The wind, the trees, the grass, even the things that we think are inanimate feels it. So when you heal yourself, you heal those around you too. You're able to give from a place of wholeness and not lack. You're able to love without clinginess. We attach because we're afraid that we're not anything, that we're worthless by ourselves, but that's not true. And we're not alone. That's a story we tell ourselves. But throughout this journey, I've witnessed people who have cared for me, given me space, a place to stay, warmth, love. So the story we tell ourselves that we're alone is false. And just like how there are people there for me, I'll be there for other people too. But yeah. Thank you for listening. I'm just going to enjoy my time in the park and the sound of the traffic behind me, and beautiful Tokyo.